Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us. Nitrate levels in our water in Nebraska continue to go up.
While most communities treat their water for nitrates, it is raising some concern for rural areas that use private wells. Veronica Barreto talked to a UNL expert on nitrate levels in the state. Veronica?
Fertilizers are essential to Nebraska's agricultural industry, but it also becomes a liability for groundwater affecting many in our state. Known as the breadbasket of the world, the fertile soils of Nebraska and other Midwest states feed millions of Americans. But growing crops oftentimes require fertilizers, and many end up right into our water.
In Nebraska, most of it moves to our groundwater. And since about 85% of the state gets their drinking water from groundwater in Nebraska, that's how it ends up being a health issue.
UNL Water Center says for more than 40 years, levels of nitrate in Nebraska's groundwater have been increasing. They say about 26 to 35% of applied nitrogen to corn is still lost to the environment in Nebraska.
So it's great when it's there for our plants. It's a problem when it gets into our water.
The EPA maximum contaminant level for public water supplies is 10 parts per million. The UNL Nitrate project, which includes 85 faculty members, says several townships in Nebraska are now above 20 parts per million. They say about 3/4 of the state's population had nitrate levels above the safe level. But it's important to point out most towns and cities like Lincoln treat their water for things like nitrates before it ever gets to you. Power says this is more of an issue for people using private wells.
There's already nitrate there, and so that's why we really encourage everyone to test their wells yearly or every couple years because those levels change.
Power says nitrate levels can be linked to different diseases like pediatric cancer. According to the CDC, Nebraska has the 7th highest pediatric cancer rate in the U.S.
So it's been strongly linked to several cancers, including pediatric cancers, as well as birth defects and thyroid issues throughout our lives.
And Power says the University of Nebraska Extension has many resources for farmers on how they can improve the use of fertilizers. For more information on what things we can do, visit our webpage, KLKNTV.com.
All right, Veronica, thank you for that report.